Welcome to Longbox Diving, where we pull comics out of the long box. I'm doing another History of video because I like looking at the obscure characters that don't show up often, simply because it's not... You don't often hear about people talking about these characters, which means it's interesting. Granted, most of these characters, probably not a lot to say about them, but they do bring up questions, and questions are good, and let's see where they go. This one is about DC's The Chainmaster. So, hidden in The New Adventures of Superboy, issue 36, is Dial H for Hero. Dial H for Hero. In this comic, in a comic, you have the Chainmaster. The Chainmaster is one of like 4 lackeys or so that all serve the Master. The Master got his hands on a dial, H for Hero, and he got his hands on a dial, and he spun it. Well, he spun the Hero dial, and if you know anything about H for Hero, that means something good's going to happen. If I don't know, he got the villain dial, that might be a problem. But he didn't. And so Chainmaster, pretty straightforward. I did find out, apparently he's created by like somebody else outside of DC. So that was interesting. I don't have their name. But all of these lackeys were created by other people. And so they're all serving the Master, and then the Master gets his hands on a dial and spins it, and he becomes Great Jupiter. I've never heard about Great Jupiter. And so that was interesting, because Great Jupiter has a really cool power set. Chainmaster swings a chain, and that's pretty cool. He swings chains. That's cool. Great Jupiter has some cool powers, and I've not seen him before, and so that's probably another character I'm going to go look up and find out more about. Has Great Jupiter been anywhere? Actually, let's do this live. But yeah, Chainmaster, not a lot to say about him, and that's really the next Superboy comic is the last one that he's ever been in. But Great Jupiter himself has the powers of Jupiter, right? So he can, like, he has gases. He has the strength of Jupiter. He has gases that of Jupiter. He's also very much lawful good. I'm a paladin. And so he just suddenly, because he spun the hero dial, he became a hero, and he became Great Jupiter, with the powers to knock people out, to bend and crush steel, to fight really competently. Okay. So, apparently, it's Google's not finding it. Great Jupiter, dial H for Hero. Do 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 do. It's not saying, but the Master was turned into a hero. Guys, that's sad. So this is a two for one. Great Jupiter is not really brought up anywhere else. He is a hero form assumed by the Master, who's a villain. Um, and that's really all we have about them. That's it. And Great Jupiter has a cool power set. He has the powers of Jupiter, so anything Jupiter can do, Great Jupiter can do. Cool. I would love to see that character more. And he's not really brought up anymore. So you got 2 for 1. 2 obscure characters in one video. I think that's great. See, this is why I like doing these, right? It's because I got to read about a power set that I think is really cool for Great Jupiter. That, like, I'm not seeing that often, right? Oh, he has the powers of Jupiter. Um, but it's like, what if that character is brought back, right? Granted, if it was created by somebody outside of DC, they probably can't. They probably can't use that character. But what if that character is brought back? Because that's a cool idea. Um, and what if we had characters for each of the planets? That would be a series. Um, Not the gods, right? But the like people who represent the planets and different stuff about them. I can totally see Jupiter being a big because Jupiter is like super big. It's always present. I can totally see that being the jock, right? The very paladin is very indomitable, right? Um, but what about Mars? Like Mars is a little bit smaller, is kind of moving faster around the sun, is not as strong, a little more hot tempered. Um, see, I would love to see that series now. Okay, I'm gonna keep rambling, but yeah. So we have the Chain Master and Great Jupiter, cool characters that I would like to see more about. I'll see you next time in the Long Box. Bye.